thing that I want to mention, in 92, after the Somali war, the Somali moved to Nashville, lot of Somali, and we provided prayer place for them here in the ICN, like we did for the Kurdish,
Yeah.
and they were here praying with us and stayed for about 2 years, and after 3 years they bought a church in 4th Avenue,
Are you talking about Al Farouk?
Al Farouk.
Right, that's another masjid. I think he's going to be visiting all of
Yeah,
these
no,
masjids
I'm
as well.
telling you that, but we are the one, everyone, we accommodated all those who moved here. Initially, we accommodated them.
I think that's what we forgot to mention, that ICN is the oldest mosque in Nashville.
This is the first
Yes.
masjid.
The first mosque here.
And when all these other people came in and wanted to start mosque, you embraced them.
Yeah,
You helped cultivate them.
Yeah.
You supported them.
Supported.
Yeah, that's really cool. That's awesome. That's neat.
Yes, the prayer place, they didn't have anything their own. So we provided them the prayer. Not only that, we on Sunday we brought their children to the Sunday class for Islamic education.
What about us?
What? That's what I was saying. He was passing through Nashville.
Passing through, okay. Because someone
To
said he
a-
was recording an album here as well.
No.
Okay, no, that's not
He was
true.
passing through. He became Muslim about a year before that.
Okay.
And he was going to New Orleans in a Islamic gathering. It's the Tabligh Jamaat.
Okay.
And there are some people from here, those who belong to Tabligh,
Yes.
and
They're like
they
traveling
told
monks. I'll explain that.
not they have gathering yearly, used to have yearly gathering in one place, like in New Orleans, Detroit, Chicago. Some of them knew that we are building, buying a house for the masjid.
So that's
Because
how word got to him.
I moved to Nashville in 1970. I was teaching in the medical school, and then there was no place for a Juma prayer. So we used to, the Vanderbilt gave us room. One time the International Center, sometime you go find out it is in a church, sometime you find out it's in a different place. And then I think in the before we built this masjid or bought the building, we were in the African house for about a year. So we decided that we need to have a place of our own. But we are very few, but we took 1 year to make the constitution in 1979, you said, we bought the house, right?
The center was established in 1979.
79.
That's probably...
In 78, we took 1 year to make a constitution and get it approved by the Secretary of State of the state of Tennessee.
I'll try to remember everything.
Okay.
So in the late 70s, namely 1978, Dr. Fakhruddin and a handful of other local Muslims were looking for a place to pray, and especially to hold the Jummah Friday congregational services. And as Dr. Fakhruddin mentioned, Vanderbilt University would sometimes give them some prayer space, but it was erratic. And in 1979, as they were beginning to kind of look for a place to purchase in the area, they found this small house. And At exactly the same time, Cat Stevens, also known as Yusuf Islam, was passing through. He had recently converted to Islam, and he was looking for a place to pray in the Nashville area. And through some local community members, he found out about the local struggle here for an Islamic place of worship, and he donated initially $5,000 to the congregants for them to look for a place to buy. And that's kind of how this 12 South location was acquired. And a few months later, he sent in another check for, was it $20,000?
$15,000.
For $15,000. And that really helped, back in that time, that was a lot of money. And that really helped get things off the ground and start converting the home into a mosque.
No, $15,000 we bought the land next to it, next to this building.
Yes, we also have the parking lot and one more property next door in anticipation of the community's growth. So we got what we could, and we started renovating, and many years passed by, and all the things that were talked about happened, and the outreach and the community growing and the new mosques popping up as the different refugee communities began to settle in the Nashville area. And 37 years later, Cat Stevens came back to perform at the Ryman Theater here in Nashville last year. And he surprised us with a visit. And there was a great article written in the Tennessean, and his quote was that it was money very well spent. So it was an honor for us to host him and to show him how far we've come, and especially that this neighborhood has turned into such a trendy place to visit. Any time of the day you'll see people with strollers, walking, jogging, and interacting, and we feel that we're really a fabric of this neighborhood, of the 12 South community, and we're very lucky and grateful to still be here, and we continue to grow, and our doors are open to everyone.
We are on the process of building a new structure now. It's not fulfilling the need of the current need.
Correct. We've
because
outgrown.
Outgrown.
Yes.
So, inshallah, we are on the process of with the architect plan. We are planning to build a new structure that would accommodate one floor for teaching, for outreach program like the group that come. Sometimes over 100 people come.
And then
So
there's no space for us to
there's
pray when we have huge events. So we're planning on renovating this building in the next couple of years to kind of match with what's happening in the neighborhood, to match the architectural.
Rebuild, not.
Absolutely,
I won't say
yes. Rebuilding and matching the architectural landscape of the neighborhood, kind of catching up with everyone else, and definitely creating more space for our congregants to pray and for our visitors to come and enjoy our interfaith sessions and events that we have.
Think we got it? We're good?
that. Yeah, I think it's pretty good.
Pretty good?
Yeah.
Yeah. You want to say anything else?
What? We want to continue to, want to let people know that we are Muslim, but we are American. And there is no, conflict, this country is prospered because of migrant, for diversity of people. Each one bring their own cultures, expertise, and you know that in Silicon Valley the majority are immigrant, and they are afraid about the new immigration law. So, it has given more to the benefit of the country. And our motto is to understand, relate with the general community, that the media or some hate group put the black mark that Muslims are hatred, they are dangerous, they are they are not a religion, but we want to have a understanding for the general population that we bring peace and happiness in individual life and the community life. The Islam stand, the meaning of Islam is, root word come from peace and also total submission to the will of God. And the peace comes from with the total submission of the will of God. And everything in the Quran, our holy book, which is like the Bible, teaches everything that benefit the individual and the community and every individual. So that you can, the first thing, the greeting between when I meet you, say, peace be on you. So we make a peace contract. Then you said, peace be on you too. So we have a peace contract, so we cannot harm each other. So the peace is the fundamental part of the Islam. Its name Islam comes from salam, peace. Aslama is the root word. So everything, like God is most merciful, and He sent Prophet Muhammad. That Quran says that I have not sent you but as a mercy for all creation. So Prophet said, peace be upon him, that God shows peace to those who show peace to others. So show peace to those on the earth, the one in the heaven will show peace on you. So so mercy. Basically, I'm wrong. Show mercy on those in the world. God is going to show mercy on you. It's a mercy, compassion. Cannot bring hatred, cannot bring harm to others. If you are merciful people, He has compassion for everybody. The teaching of Islam, if you read the Quran, you will find out totally, if you read the not isolated quoting that people make to degrade Islam, that, kill them. And Islam said, if you kill one person as if you kill the whole mankind, and if you save one person as if you save the whole mankind. Look at that. So Islam and ISIS does not have anything to do with the teaching of Islam. It's honesty, truthfulness, kindness, gentleness, humility, everything that bring people close to each other is taught in Islam. And anything which is harmful for the individual or the community is either forbidden or discouraged. Pride and arrogance, hatred, jealousy, cheating, lying, deception, you don't prosper and you harm other people. So is basically, it brings peace and security in individual life. Look at that. We don't look at the cause, cause of the problem. We look at the symptom of the problem. People go for drug, alcohol to bring peace, but aren't they getting peace? They showed that 50 million pain pill was dispensed in one county in West Virginia in couple of years. People are, that you are trying to stop the drug dealer by building a wall. You can do that. People need to have peace on their own so that they don't resort to drug and alcohol to bring peace. That bring temporary peace, temporary not even peace, forgetting the problem and some euphoria, but it followed by depression. I'm a psychiatrist, and I have seen for all my years of practice how people suffering because of lack of knowledge of compassion, mercy, domestic violence, it is children abuse, abused parent, all are lack of knowledge or lack of following the rules, regulation in life. I have seen in Islam tell that, after that you be good to your parents, be obedient to your parent, be excellent in your treatment to your parent, repeatedly, 3-4 places in the Quran. So if you obey your parents, be good to your parents, so not good, excellent treatment to your parents, you cannot be doing harm to your parents. You cannot just dump them when they are old. I have seen, mother wanted to have a Mother's Day card from her son and felt disappointed when they didn't get a Mother's Day card. You care, that so little she expects from her son. The Prophet said that he is not a believer who does not love for his brother what he loves for himself. It is that, if you are humble, then you cannot be arrogant. Humility comes from that everything that you got, I got, is from God. It's not I got it on my own. I make the effort, but God gave me that. The honor or power or wealth, whatever I got, it is a gift from God. So you cannot have the arrogance that I got it on my own, because of the knowledge, because I worked hard. A lot of people work hard, but they don't get. Somebody get more worldly wealth than others. But how long you're going to live? Everybody is going to die.
Right.
So what are you going to take with you? You deeds, good deed or bad deed. So that's going to count in the day of judgment.
Yes.
So if people think about it, people cannot do wrong. And another thing I want to tell you is called taqwa, the fear of losing the love of God, be conscious of God, that fear in private and public, that whether are you doing something which is forbidden. People are ashamed to do something in front of other people. But God watches you all the time. So, if you are conscious of God, that He is watching you, so how can you do it when in a private place, privately? So you cannot do wrong. So like you can have so many police to go, guard, protect the property, but if you have taqwa, the fear of God, that He is watching you and He would be accountable for all your action, you cannot do that.
That's neat.
You cannot do anything wrong.